Welcome to Not So Funny Podcast, episode 001.
001.
Right? Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, we did
Number
it.
two.
We're on number one.
Well, number two technically.
Yeah,
I mean,
technically.
we had Alonso.
We had -1 for Alonso.
But it was 0-0.
Right, but it's below 1. Yeah, it's 0.
0.
I don't know math.
I know.
I'm Christopher, and this is Amy.
I'm Amy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
You're welcome. And today
We're celebrating.
Today's a special day. Today, 5 years ago, in 2017, was the solar eclipse when I proposed to Amy here in Temecula at City Hall during the solar eclipse.
Yeah, that seems to be a really, really special place for us. Temecula, downtown, Old Town, Temecula. Yeah, we have a city hall. It has this beautiful fountain. Everybody kind of goes there, take photos and stuff. But we live here, so we're really lucky. And it seems to be a place that we kind of go to and, I don't know, reminisce. And like during Christmas, they have the huge Christmas tree. We take pictures there.
Yeah,
you know, it's like a thing every year.
We like to drink and go watch people fall in the ice rink.
That's fun too.
Yeah, to see people just fall down and children cry and we laugh and we go back to our apartment. So yeah. Yeah.
We have a great life.
Yeah, we have a wonderful life. And yeah, we're the cute couple that likes to celebrate
Just holding
even
hands.
our proposal. This was our anniversary of our proposal. This was our anniversary for our wedding. This was our anniversary from our honeymoon. Like we like to keep it fresh and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So today's a special day. And
We have champagne and Chris
mimosas.
got me flowers after my Brazilian wax today.
How was that? Is that painful?
Okay, so it kind of is, but I have a high pain tolerance. So like at first it's jarring, and then you're like, oh, you did a good job. Like I actually said that because I was doing a training. She was training, and I mean she had some really good technique.
With the training, that means there's somebody teaching her. So there's like a
Correct.
class of.
Well, it's not a class of people.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not in a classroom with many people
It's
looking
just-
at the cookie. But yeah, she so it's the lead waxer. I don't know what they're cosmetician. What are they called?
Wax specialist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they have a trainer, and the trainer, I don't remember. She was really, really sweet, and she did a great job as a trainer.
Wow.
Yeah, and it kind of hurts. But
I actually went in and got waxed my face. They waxed my nostrils and my ears and my cheeks right here, and they sort of lined up my beard, and they did my unibrow, and they didn't. I was like, just make sure I don't look like I got waxed.
Yeah. So when I look at his ears now, I'm like, oh my God, that's very sexy.
Yeah. It doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Like little.
Your grandpa.
Or a grandpa. Yeah. I don't have. I don't have debris, dust stuck in my ears at the end of the day.
Can you imagine, like, if you had, like, wax, like, they're just, like, hanging there and, like, breezy.
Like a little barnacle just sticking out of my ears. Yeah. Yeah, so waxing, but it's not painful. It was chill.
Yeah, I mean, I even did around the corner. They have you...
What is that? Around the corner of you?
The round the corner fudge is made.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that there's like female street terms for...
I just made that up.
Oh, okay. I like that. Around the corner.
Yeah.
They did that too?
Yeah. So you're typically, when you do the Brazilian, you're in a butterfly position. So you put your 2 feet together and you're kind of like this, right? So immediately I'm thinking, I'm at the gynecologist, but I'm like, they're professional, right? And then when they're done with that, and I have to say honestly, like if you do around the corner, it hurt, like I can barely feel it. It's, yeah, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So then at that point, you put your knees together and you just hold your knees together, like you're on your back. You hold your knees together. So you're totally open wide, right? And it was just funny because when I don't remember their names, I'm so sorry. When the gal was training, the other gal, she's like, she kind of touched it, not like my butthole, but she kind of touched a little bit lower, like, oh, you know, she looks, you know, it's hard to repeat, but like, she looks really good here. I could probably do this right down here. I mean, you could barely, but it was really easy coming up, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So, and you're hearing this talk, you're like, oh, they're talking about my butthole.
You're just holding your knees.
Yeah, I'm just holding my knees.
Yeah. It's very vulnerable. You're very brave.
But I kind of enjoy it. Like the aftermath of having such a clean slate is like none other. I would never shave. Like I never really shaved before. I just kind of trim.
Okay.
Because I don't like the feeling of it growing back. It's itchy. It's gross.
I'm glad you didn't say like pull. You just pull hair out. I'm glad you didn't say that.
Like if I pulled my own hair out?
Yeah.
Well, I've done that before. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I would rather do that
You're dedicated.
than. Or do I like the pain?
Interesting.
Things to think about.
Yeah. So this is a special day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got wax. My face is waxed. Yeah. She's waxed everywhere.
I'm feeling good. They did my eyebrows.
Yeah. We also, and then we went and saw the movie Nope.
We did. We saw that on Friday when we got off work.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to give anything away. We don't want to give anything away, but there might be a spoiler alert. I don't, take it as a grain of salt if you want to know a little bit more about the movie, but it was fantastic. I think it was Peele's, one of his best movies. I mean, truly. So creative. It could be an art piece. We were talking about that.
No, it was a lot of fun. Totally. I was like we were going into the theater and Amy was like, we're supposed to be on date night. Why am I chasing you? Yeah. And I'm running in like a kid. I'm like, we got to get to the movie.
He's about a yard plus ahead of me, and he's walking.
Fast.
And I walk fast. I'm like 5'3", but I walk fast. I learned that from my mom. And I'm like, what the? Come on, dude. I'm like, I'm right here. It's date night. Why are you over there?
Yeah.
Opening the door. I'm like,
well, I held
where
the door.
car
that would have been pretty dedicated to the movie if I just let the door close in front of you and I just run in. Here's my ticket. I got to get inside the theater and watch trailers for 25 minutes. But
oh my God, it was longer than that. It's always longer than that. It's almost an hour.
30 minutes. Yeah, I timed it.
You did?
Yeah, it's always. But yeah, go check out Nope. It was cool. Shout out to Jordan Peele.
Absolutely.
Someday we really hope to meet you.
It'd be a dream. I want to get inside his brain.
Yeah.
Just get inside.
I think we
his,
could be friends because he's into stand-up and comedy, and then he does scary and horror and thrillers and Twilight Zone, and that's right up our alley. So I feel a connection with Jordan Peele.
Yeah, he's got good vibes, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Like Christopher Keith Tyler vibes.
Yeah. Like could you see a Jordan Peele in me?
Sometimes.
That sounded weird. I don't know what that meant, but yeah, cool.
I mean, to a certain level, I suppose.
Yeah.
The creativity.
Thank you. Well, sure. So let's start the show
off.
Yeah.
Let's, so what am I making today? I did some lentils, kind of like curry lentils, and then I was fascinated by this whole idea of fermenting rice. And we all know fermented foods are so good for your gut microbiome. So I decided to make that.
You made
this is going to be totally experimental.
Microbiome gut killing food.
Correct. So like if you drink kombucha, if you like sauerkraut or fermented foods, we all know they're so good for you. And we all know also, do we, that you make like 90% of your serotonin in your gut. So if you don't eat healthy, you're not healthy here.
True. Yeah, because you are what you eat. Yeah, the food you put in is going through your brain too. You digest it and it goes into your bloodstream, and then you think, if you're eating toxic food, you're gonna think toxic.
Yeah,
so
angry people.
Yeah, angry people.
Sometimes people are angry from their.
Yeah, people who stuff pastrami usually have a red face, not because they're angry, but because of their gut.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
All right.
So hopefully it'll be good. And then who's our guest, Chris?
Yeah, so we're
really excited.
We're bringing out Trenton Davis right now. He's going to get a massage, and he's going to eat some microbiome gut health food with us, and we're looking forward to that. And let's do the switcheroo.
Yeah, let's swap.
Welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Trenton Davis.
Yeah, we're in the building.
It's been a long time.
There we go.
Long time no see.
What am I looking? Oh, I'm looking here.
Yeah, we're looking at each other.
We can look at each other.
Yeah.
My ass is not
waxed.
Yeah, so I don't know if it'll feel as
aerodynamic. You're not aerodynamic at all.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's no aerodynamics.
I'm not either.
Oh, I didn't think it would be.
Yeah,
with all the hair.
Yeah, we'll be like.
Why would you
Yeah, we'll be like Avatar. We'll just link up.
Yeah. Is that how that works?
Sure. Welcome. How are you doing?
I am good, man.
You
Thank
just
you for having
flew
me.
in.
Yeah. I was visiting my girlfriend, who I'm not going to tell you where she lives. Not you, but whoever
Yeah,
that is.
right,
You.
yeah.
I'll tell you personally, but
Yeah.
not. But yeah, I flew in, and I've been gone for 10 days.
Wow.
It's a long time to be gone,
Yeah.
to be out of your own bed. But it's cool. I'm
The
back.
flight was okay. And
Everything was cool,
good?
man. Yeah,
Alright,
yeah. I
cool.
didn't have to flex anything. I fly this new airline, which I'm not. Hey, maybe the new airline can be a sponsor for the podcast, so they can go all over the world and do massages and podcasts and cook for people, and also do get waxed all over the country. But it's a Velo, and they're super cheap.
How do you?
AVELO.
Avelo.
Dude, I can get to where I'm going, which I'll tell you later, but I can get to where I'm going round trip for like $100. It's way cheaper than drive. If I drove, it'd probably cost me $600.
Okay.
And time.
Okay.
Yes, it was dope. Anyway.
All right.
We're not going to
and they're safe. Like.
Yeah, the only thing is it's out of Burbank.
Oh.
So you gotta drive to
that's not-
Burbank.
That's not bad.
Hour and a half.
I'm
2
very
hours.
Delta, so their
Are you
hub
Delta?
is yeah.
You like
their hub-
Delta?
I do.
Dude, what happened? Because you were in Atlanta for a while.
Yes, but I also just like my grandpa worked for Delta when I was in Atlanta, and
There we go.
I just
You
have
got
this,
some personal.
I like Delta. I like their little cookies, and I like how assertive they are.
Do
and
you?
Like,
You
yeah,
like a cert. That's why you got somebody that likes pain.
that's right.
Look at that.
Yeah,
You
she's
like a
my
little
Delta.
Hitler.
Yeah, she's my Delta. Yeah.
I get it now. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
I hate Delta. I don't like to fly anybody other than Southwest and Alaska.
I hear a lot about Southwest.
They're so great.
And
They're
I've heard
nice
good-
people.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't like them because you don't like nice people. And I'm not judging you as a human. That's just probably a lot of personal issues that you have to work through.
I'm the nice guy,
You're the nice
but I
guy.
draw in angry people.
draw in angry.
because I balance them out.
There we go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
I
sense.
like angry people.
Okay. You wouldn't like Southwest then. You wouldn't. The Southwest are so nice. You get on and they're like, hi! And it would be too much for you because you're nice. You're like, you have my job. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
They'd probably be mean to me because they thought I worked with them.
Yeah. They probably would. Were you off? What are you doing?
You're right, yeah.
Just traveling? You're not supposed to have that beard if you're working, Chris. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, travel. Just got back. Life is good. No complaints.
Now, I have to say, I'm a huge fan of you,
Oh,
and I love your handwriting.
Oh.
You have the best penmanship. When I first met Trenton, his handwriting is so like John Hancock, just really classic. And I would, if you had an NFT of just like one page, I would put money in on that.
Oh, man.
I would want I don't even know what it says, but it looks beautiful.
It looks good.
It looks beautiful.
Like most beautiful gifts, it came from a lot of pain. And I'm saying that to say that I had a grandmother that was like, penmanship is close to godliness. And like if you had bad penmanship, she would hit your hand with a ruler. Yeah, cool. See, what's going on with your life? That's called child abuse is what that is.
Yeah.
But so we had to write, like my grandmother was a ex-teacher as well. And I think about it now, I'm not going to get into that story because it's long,
That's
but
okay.
she had like, after school, we'd have to go to her house between then and when my parents got off work. So between 2:30 and like 5:30, we had to go to my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And I think about it now, and she had like probably 9 kids over there. So she was probably upset and angry all the time.
Yeah.
This is going to date myself. She would ask me to go to the store and pick her up, I'm not making this up, every day. Schlitz malt liquor and a pack of Cools. I was 6.
Yeah.
And I could go to the store, like, let me get a Schlitz malt liquor and a pack of, and nobody carded me. I was 6.
Wow.
They were like, here, it's for your grandma. I'm like, yep. They give it, boom, boom, boom. But anyway, she's the reason why I have nice penmanship.
Well, she did a great job.
Yes, she
I support her. Yeah,
child
you did.
abuse.
We paid off.
It worked, Grandma.
Yeah.
She's long since passed away.
All right.
Sad now.
Yeah.
Who's sad? Why would you be sad?
Grandma.
Oh, you want to meet her? Oh, well, on another realm, it can happen. I'm sure she may be around if we just make
She's
her
listening
listen.
right now.
She's listening.
Yeah.
I didn't hit you, baby.
It was with love.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Well, Do you have any pains from writing? So, because like you're writing, like, do you get pains in your wrists and what?
No,
what are
because I
your
don't write
pains?
much. Well, I take that back. I don't write much. I write every day with my journals, but that doesn't hurt. You know what's in pain right now, Chris?
Yeah,
That's
tell
why.
me, yeah.
One of the other things I was like, fuck yes, the universe is looking out for me. Dude, my shoulder. This is the truth,
Right
and I don't want
shoulder.
to think about it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's time. I think I'm gonna have to have what is it called?
Rotator cuff.
My
Yeah.
brother had it. My dad had it. I played a shit ton of basketball growing up,
Uh-huh.
shit ton of baseball, and I'm 45, and I just think I've worn it out.
Yeah.
But the last 3 weeks, it's been hurting bad.
Right.
Like it wakes me up. Now I'm having to take
Yeah.
Advil. It's a thing, dude.
Well, how much do these weigh?
That's a great question. These
Those
guys-
look heavy. Like the blue ones, these are different weights, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
different colors are different weights, and looks heavy too.
Well, this is fake. I got this from Temecula Mall for
it
like
looks
$9.
heavy.
Oh, it
Right.
looks. All this shit is a facade, people. I don't know. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's not that heavy.
I like it though.
Thank you, man.
Fashion is pain.
Fashion is fake.
That's
That's what I tell myself.
okay. So yeah, maybe we'll get those over on that side.
Yeah.
And that'll strengthen your
think
left
that'll
side.
help?
Yeah. Take some pressure off the right
Man.
rotator.
This shit's been hurting.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I
Well,
really
we'll
don't
see
know
if
what
I
happened.
can. Well,
See if you
when
can
was
work
the
it
last
out.
time you got a massage?
Oh shit.
Like a real massage.
Yeah. I get a real one. Maybe 6 weeks ago. I get a
Okay.
real one about once
a
about
month?
4 times a year, once a quarter.
Every season.
Yeah.
You're a
That's
seasonal
exactly. I'm a
therapist.
seasonal therapist.
massage.
Massage G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them.
All right.
Yeah.
And then is there any injuries that I should be aware of other than the rotator? Like,
No,
do you
I'll
get
just tell you-
headaches? Do you get?
No headaches. I'm an easy massager. This is 2 things. You don't have to kill me. Like a lot of masseuses, especially when it's a woman, I feel like she's trying to make me
Right.
say uncle, and I'm like, yo, you win in advance
Right.
because I want to enjoy it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want you to kill me.
Right. No, that's not my style.
That's not your style.
no.
Good, because I
I'm
feel like
spa therapeutic. The
oh,
more relaxed you are, the deeper
better.
we can go.
perfect.
It's a bonding experience.
Well, I want to bond with you.
Well, that's why you're here. Yeah.
And then the other, I don't think there was a second one. I think I lied there. But that was the main thing is that I just
You don't
want
like to be beat up.
No, I
Yeah,
don't, man. I'm
that's
a little
not
bit of a
my style.
bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of pain. I
Right.
heard Amy say she liked, I was like, oh, God, why
Yeah.
would you
Well,
like
she
that?
doesn't like pain in the massage either.
She doesn't like pain in the massage,
Yeah.
just on the wax.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right. That says
Yeah.
a lot about her,
Okay.
and I don't know.
All right. So
Yeah.
you're good with face, scalp, neck, shoulders, hands, feet, the works.
The works,
Okay.
man.
All right,
Yeah, the works,
cool.
the works.
Okay.
One of the most fantastic things about having a bald head is having the bald head massaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need to learn some stuff because I have a massage table that I bought, and it's just for me and my girl.
Uh-huh.
And it is fantastic. It's drawn us even closer together. But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
I have no clue what
Well,
I'm doing.
I can show you little tricks.
Yeah, I just need
Just-
1 or 2 tricks.
here's the trick.
Can
Just-
it
just-
make her just like and
Yeah.
come immediately?
No, what? No, this is not sexual. No sex.
No, I need that trick.
No, that's
No.
separate.
Oh,
That's a
okay,
different
okay,
thing.
okay,
No.
okay, go ahead.
Just when you do a massage, just imagine you're like a giant cat
Oh.
and you're leaning your body weight on, like have her lay down and
Okay.
just lean and don't use your strength of your hands.
Use
Use
your-
body
yeah.
weight. And
Oh.
just a firm pressure is very comforting
Oh.
and you'll work your way in. But
Alright.
don't like do
Nothing
this.
like that.
Yeah.
Just-
Just lean into it
I
and
like
the
that.
deep compression.
Okay.
She'll find it very
Yeah.
soothing and relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Man, I was wanting something a little bit more.
There's
not gonna lie
plenty
to you.
more. Like, that's a good
That's a good
yeah,
start.
keep it simple right now. The
All right.
KISS method.
All right. Okay. Keep it simple. I got
Yeah.
you. All right. Fair.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have for me? Am I answering?
Any allergies to
Zero allergies, man.
Zero allergies?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
good?
I'm
Okay.
good, man. I mean,
All right.
my ancestors were slaves, so we built up a tolerance to,
What?
I just like making my masseuse real uncomfortable.
Oh, real? Yeah. Real?
Where did that come from?
And I'm a massage therapist.
Yes, you're right. Massage therapist, which is different than
a masseuse is a female.
Oh,
They're the ones that are in the shops that you should.
Oh, those are happy
masseuse,
endings.
right?
but a massage
And
therapist.
then a male is masseur.
Masseur.
And a massage therapist is someone who has a like schooling and a
Yeah.
certificate and a state
Yeah.
license, and I have to go
There
to
we
the
go.
sheriff's department. Like there's a
You had to go to the sheriff's
yeah,
department.
I'm live scan license.
Whoa,
Yeah, I'm
really?
on the grid. Yeah,
Oh,
those
they-
other places.
No, it ain't on the good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Yeah, you
dicey.
right.
I've never been to like one of the weird ones.
Good.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
always been afraid.
You'll end up on the news.
Is that yeah, really?
Yeah.
I just don't want things around my asshole.
Right.
You know, I don't have
then
that
don't
much.
go there. So I'm not going anywhere near that.
Nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go there. I
Yeah.
know somebody that used to work at them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Okay. I have plenty of stories with this.
Do you know
Yeah.
anybody that used to work in one?
Yeah,
Or two?
yeah. There's been therapists over the years who
Yeah.
will work in those establishments and think that they can work in another establishment where I work, and they have to do a practical where they have to do a massage on me, and
Oh.
I have to give them the green light if they're
Yeah.
good or not.
Yeah.
And
They're not
I'm
good.
like, this is a crime.
Oh,
Like,
is that bad?
Yeah, you have to. Should I call the cops?
Yeah.
Like, this is really bad.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
man.
yeah, no, there's a difference between massage therapy
And masseuse.
and masseuse.
masseur.
Yeah, it's like flight attendant and
Yeah.
a stewardess.
A stewardess.
Right, you know how people
Oh,
used
stewardess.
yeah,
Steward.
Yeah, stewardess.
You said stewardess. I was
Yeah.
like, I think you just cursed at me. Pretty sure you just called me nigger.
No.
Pretty sure that's what that was. He was like stewardess. I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker. Stewardess.
You're like my wife. I've been saying the wrong shit my whole life, and like I have a weird way of communicating, and like,
Oh.
I mix words together. And
Okay.
so thank you for.
I didn't
clearing
mean
that
to
up.
clear. I didn't mean.
No, thank
I
you.
clearly
Thank
didn't
you.
understand what you was. I was like, that's what I meant. I didn't mean it
I like
negative.
that.
Oh,
I
okay.
want reality. I want.
You wanted reality.
Honesty. I
Boom,
love
here
it.
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. I'm not even upset. I'm
Good.
happy. Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Yeah. So let's get you on the table.
All right, let's do it.
So let's do this massage, and we're gonna start the massage face up.
Face up.
Yeah. So
Boom.
we're all gonna step out of the room. You're gonna
Okay.
disrobe to your comfort level.
Okay.
Some people wear their underwear. Some people don't. But you'll be covered the entire time. The
All right.
only part that's uncovered is the part I'm actually working on.
Got you.
We're talk our way through it. Amy's gonna be cooking. When we're
Nice.
done, we're gonna eat together, and that's
It'll be
it.
it.
And that's the happy ending.
Boom. There we go. We
There
get to
you
eat
go.
Amy's cooking.
That's right. So let's do this.
Boom. I'm not concerned about that.
Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a bolster underneath your ankle and your knees.
Yep.
This is gonna help with your lower back.
Boom.
You said it's your right shoulder? No,
Yes,
you don't
sir.
have to do anything. There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
Yeah, the right shoulder.
Okay.
Tell him, Chris, what the motto is. The best thing you can do is not help.
Yeah,
not help.
if you
Most
the
helpful thing
best
you
way to help is to not help at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, people always want to like, oh, move their arm, move their leg, and it just you're using muscles.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to just let go. Now it was your birthday recently.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
45.
45.
I don't feel old, but
Did you at 40?
no, I knew 40 was definitely a milestone. Like I understood the gravity of it.
Yeah.
I was in a dark place at 40 because 40 was, let me think, yeah, it was 2017. It was my ex and I had just separated, and but it was more so. It wasn't dark because of that. It was dark because I was trying to get at least partial custody of my daughter and trying to see my daughter, and so that whole thing. So 40 was impactful, and I knew it was impactful. But 45, like I feel I'm the healthiest I've been, both spiritually and physically, blah blah blah. But the word 45 sounds old. Like it's just like 45.
Yeah.
You up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels. It's just. I think it's more mental.
Yeah, because it's only going to get a bigger number.
It's only gonna get bigger. You're
Right.
getting closer to 50, and then
Yeah.
50's a thing, man.
Yeah, 50's the new 30.
Well, is it? That's what they tell you.
If you're doing it right.
If you're doing it right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I'm doing it wrong.
Well, make sure not to cross your ankles.
Okay.
That offsets your hips when you're laying on your back.
Got you.
Oh, so may I ask, what did you do for your 45th?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're gonna get into it. I have a day job, which I appreciate, love, and so I had to do work. I had to travel for work this year, so I was actually in North Dakota for my 45th birthday.
Wow, North
I've
Dakota.
never been to North Dakota ever in my life before this week.
Yeah. Have you been to South Dakota?
I take it back. I had been in North Dakota. It was only for one, like maybe not even 24 hours, maybe one evening. I had to go to Fargo. But other than that, yeah, I never flew in. I never had any interaction with anybody in North Dakota, blah, blah, blah. And so that's where I was for my 45th. But it was cool. North Dakota, I get it. I get why people want to live out in the middle of nowhere and have all this land. And like, I get it now. Like, if you live 3 miles next to the closest person, like, I get it, but I still couldn't get to North Dakota. But I mean, I get why somebody else would. I can understand it. I value it.
I have a grandmother who lives in Minnesota.
Okay.
And when in the summertime, it's the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yes.
And it looks like Lord of the Rings, the marshlands.
Yeah.
Or where the horse committed suicide in Neverending Story. You know, just very depressing. And,
Yeah.
But then you'll see like they'll make like homes out of semi-truck trailer cargo.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
why? And they're like, well, I don't know any better.
What's wrong with this?
Yeah, this is fine. I'm free. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, all right, cool. But I've never been to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Well, I would consider South Dakota. Why don't they just combine North and South? Like,
that's what Bill Maher's been saying that for years, because the population is so small. He's like, why do you get, that many representatives for that small of a state, small being population, and they get the exact same number as California, and we got 20 million people. So I agree. I think there's no reason we need to have 2 Dakotas. But if you were to go there now after we've had 2 Dakotas for what, 200 years?
Yeah.
So now there's a culture, right? Now there's a divide, and North Dakotans, I'm not saying they don't like each other, but definitely there's a divide between just like there's a divide between North Carolinians and South Carolinians.
right.
There's a divide, right? And so, yeah, it is.
It's interesting, like how we're the United States, but there's so many states. You're like, are we the divided states? Like,
Oh, we're super divided. Yeah.
United is definitely a loose term for us, I think, right now.
I would agree. I would say united is the goal
yeah,
that we're constantly going away from.
Right.
we got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
turn that around. So in North Dakota,
Yeah.
how did you celebrate your 45th? Did you
Yeah.
do you consider 45 like a solid, like, do you do like the every 5 years, or are you
Yeah.
the every 10-year kind of guy?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a fantastic question. So for the longest, I was like, man, I don't believe in celebrating birthdays. And I think it was because my ex would like celebrate her birthday like all week. And I was like, hey, you haven't done anything all year. I mean, you're just celebrating existing. You're just celebrating I lived another year. But like, I didn't graduate college. I didn't start a business. I didn't write a book. I didn't get a new job. I didn't do anything of note other than I just survived another year. And so
Right.
I had a lot of anger and resentment. I'm not fucking celebrating. So in my head, after my 30th, I was like, we'll celebrate every 10,
Yeah.
right? And then until you get 70 or maybe 80. And then at 80, we'll start celebrating every single one again, because we don't know if you're going to make it another 10.
Right. I recently saw an interview of a woman that turned 110.
God damn, 110.
Yeah. And the news lady said, 110, like, what are you going to do to celebrate? And she's like, I'm going to take a nap.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And she's like, well, what do you do to stay young? She said, or what do you recommend for people to live this long? And she said, nap. Take naps all
Yeah.
the time. And I believe that's true. Like sleeping is when your body heals.
Yes, for
So
sure.
as you get older, it gets harder. So you sleep more.
Yeah.
And you don't feel pain when you're asleep, really. Like I've woken up with headaches.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh, there we go. We're good. Most dangerous massage ever.
That was the light fell
Yeah,
off.
just right on. Yeah.
I'm like, what the kind of massage is this?
Yeah.
It's electric.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I want to live a long time, and there's some people that say like you're not supposed to live past 100. I want to go a long time.
Okay.
But comfortably.
Yes, yes.
I recently got told by, and I was massaging an older gentleman that was almost 100.
Wow.
And I said, what do you recommend I do to get where you're at? And he's like, well, I can guarantee you're going to get prostate cancer.
Oh.
And I was like, did you just curse me? Like, what? No, I don't want that. And
Why do you say he guaranteed it?
he's
What-
like, every man after like 50, you start falling into this, part where that's the thing.
Yeah.
That men get prostate cancer. It's
Huh.
inevitable. I was like,
It's
inevitable?
Really?
Yeah. I'm like,
What
I
the
don't want
fuck?
this. I don't want it. And so I looked into how do I prevent it?
Uh-huh.
And it was guys have to ejaculate 21 times a month in order to prevent prostate cancer.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I went
What?
so I went to my wife and I was like, Amy,
You gotta
like
get your
you
life
got to
together.
help me. You got to help me.
Him the bird.
Yeah, she gave me the bird. She's like, you got 2 hands. Go figure it out. Like, but
That's why she got her asshole waxed.
yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
We got to start multitasking here. We can't just do all in one.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
almighty.
Yeah, but but yeah, centurion. If you reach 100 years old, you're a centurion.
You're a centurion.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Wow. Okay.
And I thought it was like, oh, centurion. That's like a horse person, like a centaur. And he's like, no.
You thought centurion was
Yeah.
always... Okay.
Because like, what is if a person an equestrian
Equestrian.
works with horses?
Yes, right. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, and
you're
then
right.
centurion, and he worked on a farm here, and like, but that's the thing about staying active and keeping
Yeah.
your mind pumping
Yes.
in order to live a long time. As soon as you figure out, or you think you have it all figured out,
Yep.
the body will just shut it down. There's no
Yeah.
point in living anymore.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
interesting.
so just keep persevering and keep pushing yourself. And
Yeah.
admit that you don't know everything, and
Heck
keep.
yeah.
I want to be like C-3PO. I want to be able to speak every language. I feel no man. I only know English.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I want to know more.
I think that all of that is admirable. I don't know, even if I have all of that I want to live to 100.
No.
No,
You don't want to live till 100. So you want to. When do you feel like you've had enough?
I don't
What
have that
age?
answer. I think what I would say is,
You're very youthful. I think you could live a long time.
well, potentially, but there gets to a space where you live that long and you've outlived all your friends, you've outlived all your wives, you've outlived,
Get another one.
fair, but at 90 is a little bit, what am I going to get, this hot 73-year-old?
Yeah, look at William Shatner.
Yeah.
That guy's 92 right now. He looks like
Is
he's
he 92?
Yeah, he looks like he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
I wonder what he looks
incredible.
like off camera, though. That's a better.
I've looked.
Yeah.
He still looks like he's in
He's still
60.
okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, he still looks very youthful.
I think our society has made it so that we fear death, and so as a result, we want these long lives. I hope to reach a level of consciousness where I'm like, man, death is just another chapter, another level, and there's this other thing that's waiting, and I won't look at it as a heaven or a place, but a spiritual consciousness. There's something waiting on the other side of that. That I'm like, I don't have to cling on to the physical realm. I guess is what I'm saying.
Totally on your side on that one. I feel like I'm on my own personal journey of spirituality, and I completely agree with you, Trenton.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. It took me 25 years for my brain. Like, I was a late bloomer.
Okay.
I grew up practically in a different school every grade.
Was your dad in the military?
That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
No, they were just super divorced.
Super divorced?
Super divorced, yeah.
And he was hiding you and taking you different places?
Yeah, no, I started in Colorado, and
Okay.
my grandma stayed in Colorado. My dad moved to California, and my
Okay.
mom moved to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And I would bounce between those 3 states
Oh, wow.
over and over and over due to custody battles.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved having 2 Christmases.
Yeah.
I loved being on the airplane. I loved traveling. And so it was great for me, but then
Right.
for a developmental stage,
Gotcha.
my brain, I was dumb as rocks as a teenager all the way into my early 20s, 25. I was like, "Oh, I like learning. I like
This
this
brain
is
development.
yeah. Yep, it's true." And so
Wow.
but now
That's interesting. Okay.
and then like from 25 to 35 I was working out the kinks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you know, when you have a kid and
Yeah.
like home and like the bills and the life, and you find out what you really love in life.
There
and
we go.
Then, so by the time I hit 40 in June, I was like, oh, now I'm living.
You're right. Okay.
Now I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning. So I'm like, okay, I could easily do another 40. So 100, that's not too much farther.
Yeah.
So I'll go, I want to break 100 easy. That's my goal. I keep my 3-second rule.
Okay, what's
the 3-second rule when you drive?
What's the 3-second rule?
That's where the car in front of you
Okay,
is 3
gotcha.
seconds ahead.
Ahead of you, yeah. So if it
Right.
passes something, you got to have 3 seconds before
To
you
react.
pass it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
got
I
you.
keep my space, and that's where most accidents happen, are
Yeah.
in cars. And stay healthy and be happy and take care of yourself, and it's a good life. But yeah, I'm in it for the long run. I think, I don't know. I don't want to be in pain when I get to 80 years old.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so eating healthy, getting massages, taking care of yourself, getting your sleep. I'm
Very
big with
important.
sleep.
So important. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I used to say, oh, sleep when you're dead.
Yeah.
That was like a cool thing. Oh,
Yep.
sleep when you're dead.
Yep.
But then I started having like narcolepsy issues where I would just be massaging and then I would just
Fall
pass
asleep.
out. Because the massage music is so relaxing.
Yeah.
And I would
You'd
just,
pass out
I'd
in the
pass
middle of
out
the-
and I was like, was I moving? Like, I don't know. And I was like, oh man, I gotta like fix this.
I got to get some sleep. Yeah.
so I got one of those sleep tracking pads.
Okay.
And I want to go for a high score every night.
Yeah.
I always try to get 8 hours of sleep.
Wait a minute. Back up. What's a sleep tracking pad? So you put it on top of your mattress?
No, underneath the mattress.
Underneath.
Yeah, it's a company called Withings.
Withings.
Yeah.
We got to put that in the when you do the podcast. You got
Yeah.
to put that on there so they can find it. So what is WITHINGS?
That's correct. Yeah.
Withings. Okay, so talk to me about this. I don't have one.
Yeah. Instead, because I don't like wearing a smartwatch while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
It bothers me.
Okay.
So, the sleep tracking pad, it's $99. You put it under your mattress, and it can feel if you're snoring or if you got up, or it'll tell you if you were in REM, deep or light sleep.
It'll tell you if you're an asshole.
Yeah, it'll tell me- yeah.
My
It'll
girlfriend
tell- yeah,
do
it'll
that. I'm
tell
not
me-
buying no fucking thing.
Yeah.
I already know that answer.
Yeah. So I love checking my score the next day.
Yeah.
And I can tell like, oh, I had a poor sleep score because I ate this or drank that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it keeps me in check.
Wow.
And so far so good.
So
Everything's been
what's
good.
a good amount, hours wise? What's a good amount of sleep?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you get 8 hours pretty much every day?
I shoot for 8, but I'll get like 7.
What time do you go to bed?
Well, that's my thing is Amy, she can fall asleep in mid-conversation.
But I get up early.
Yeah, she gets up earlier than I do. I lay there, and the elements have to be just right for me to fall asleep. But once
Okay.
I'm asleep, I'm like,
But he is on his phone. Let's face it.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to calm down. I got everything going on, and and I'll finally I'll be talking to her about my day, and then I'll feel her like twitch,
And then means she's
and I'm
asleep.
like, oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
I lost her. All right.
I'm
just talking to the cat. Yeah. And then I just wait, and then finally, but once I'm asleep, I turn into like a statue.
Yeah, you don't move.
Doesn't move.
I'm
Really?
out. I'm dead. I'm gone.
It's weird. He's just always on his back, like.
Oh, you sleep on your back.
No pillow under the head.
Whoa.
Yeah, you put a pillow under the knees.
Raw dog
Okay.
when he's sleeping.
He's raw dog.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. But I asked you this question and you creatively went around it.
What?
What time do you go to bed?
I go to bed around 11.
Okay, so you guys are in bed at 11.
No, I fall asleep around 11.
You fall asleep, so you may be
Yeah.
in bed around 10:30.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And Amy, same thing with you. You guys are in bed around 10:30. Ish.
Sometimes earlier,
Oh,
honestly.
okay.
I get tired, and then I'll meditate, and
Yeah.
then I'll go to bed.
Yeah. Okay, you do your.
If you want to meditate, like either before bed or when you wake up in the morning, which you're still in your like theta wave.
That's exactly right. I was gonna say, so you're a night meditator before you versus morning, or you do both.
It seems to be my schedule.
Okay.
It works for my schedule.
And then what time do both of you wake up on average?
6:30.
She wakes at
6:30.
6:30. I wake up 6:45.
Okay.
But for me to go from I've turned into stone. I swear. I
Yeah.
turn into like a statue. For me to wake up, like Amy, she gets up and she's on the move. She goes on for a run, and I'm still sitting there on the edge of the bed, like trying to like. I'm so unhappy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I love dreaming. I'm a big dreamer.
Okay.
Do you dream? Are you
Yeah,
a
I
dreamer?
do. Yeah, I do.
Do you write that down in your journal?
I'm
What dreams
starting
you
to
have?
now. I'm starting to now where I write it down immediately when I wake up to try to keep it.
Good for you.
But I got in the space over the last year of, I read this book called The 5 a.m. Club, which is fantastic. It's fantastic. And so now I'm up about 4:40 in the morning.
Wow.
yeah,
And you
and
go to bed at
Probably
at what time?
9:30, unless I have a show.
All right.
But let's say no show, I'm probably in the bed at 9:15 and sleep by 9:30, 9:45.
Okay. All right.
But it changes everything because now I'm up at 4:40 and I got a specific process: affirmation, visualization, exercise, read, write.
Do you do the affirmations in the mirror?
Do the affirmations in the mirror, and I have so I do 2 sets. Affirmations in the mirror, and I have a vision board. So I'll look at that and then do the visualization / affirmations in front of the vision board. This is what I want for my house. This is what I want, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right? And-
Yeah.
Love you, Trenton.
oh, man.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the meditation in the morning. I'm not great at it in the evening because I fall asleep if I do it at night. And then I'll do the meditation, and then I'll go to the gym, man. And I got to the point now I ride my bike to the gym.
Oh wow.
So I ride my bike, get to the gym, and then so hopefully if I'm doing it right, by 7:30, I've already been up for at least 2.5 hours.
Nice.
And I'm already productive, you know?
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, by 2:30, I probably need a nap.
Okay.
That's my truth. By 2:30,
little
3 o'clock,
siesta.
I need 30-minute, 45-minute,
Little cat nap.
something. Yeah.
Now, have you ever lucid dream? Have you ever had a lucid dream?
Yeah, and so let's define it for both myself and the people that are watching / listening.
Okay.
When you say lucid, you say one. I view it as one that is so real it's hard to determine between it. Are you dreaming or is that fair?
No.
Okay.
Lucid, from what I know, is where you're in total control.
Oh.
You know you're asleep.
Oh,
You know where you're laying in bed,
got you.
but you can now create and do whatever you want to.
Yes.
It's like you're daydreaming, but you're asleep
Got
and
you.
you're aware of it. So you get more done. You could be so productive.
Yeah.
But I've never had a lucid dream. I can't lucid dream. I have had Inception, though. Have you ever had Inception?
What's Inception? Yeah, talk to me about
It's like
that.
the movie Inception.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember it with Leonardo DiCaprio, but talk to
Yeah.
me about it.
It's where, like, I'll wake up and I'm in bed and I wake up and I'll, like, tell Amy about my dream.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll get up out of bed and start my day. And then I wake up for real. And I'm like, dude, I was dreaming.
I just did this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did this. Yeah,
Wow.
and you're dreaming. It's like a dream within a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different layers of it, but
Whoa.
I've had that only a couple times. It's rare.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know
That's
how to
fantastic.
control it, but yeah, there's dreaming is. I'm very addicted to dreaming. I
Yeah.
love dreaming. I wish, like, people will say, oh, with massage, that's a very relaxing environment to work in. That's why you probably look so young, keeping the stress levels low.
Right.
But I think that I would love to be like a sleep study.
Mm.
There's like that's a job.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will study you sleeping.
Yep.
They're like, Trenton's off the charts. Give him, look at this guy, he's drooling.
He's the Michael Jordan of sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Give him a raise. And you're just unconscious.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I
That's
want
what you want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be
I don't
fantastic.
know how to get into that.
It's probably a pretty long line of
Yeah.
applicants that are willing to do that. So I'm going to answer. I don't think then, based on your definition, I don't know that I've had a lucid dream where I could change. I know, though, I've had a dream, and I don't know if this would count, where I knew I was dreaming, and I was like, all right, I want to wake up. I don't want to. I don't
had
want to.
that?
Yes.
Okay, that's partial lucid.
You parse it, right.
Yeah.
Well, like I wasn't controlling
You're
things.
becoming self-aware.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading, I finished now, but I read this book and it was talking about one of the affirmations that he suggested you do before you go to bed was, I'm conscious of my dream, I remember my dreams, and I forget what the last one was, but it was definitely I'm conscious of my dream and I remember my dream.
Right.
And he suggested again, he's the one that, author's the one that suggested writing it down immediately. He's like, before you get up to pee, write it, everything. And I love what is that our consciousness, our awakeness is run by our consciousness. He said, but when you're asleep, your dreams are running your subconscious.
Yeah.
And you're doing that kind of inventory. He said, if you look at it, and imagine doing this, right? Keeping a record over the course of a year.
Right.
And then looking back, I think it would provide fantastic insight.
Yeah.
I really do, yeah.
Now, would you write in cursive still?
Yeah, man. If you saw my journal, I think you would be proud. I
Even
do
in the
write
morning,
it.
you wake up and you're still in cursive?
Well, there is no non-cursive for me. There is no
awesome.
tomorrow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in cursive probably 98% of the time.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are in the 1%. Congratulations.
Yeah, maybe I can get a job as a sleep study because of that.
Dude, I think you can shoot right up to the Illuminati with having the old school handwriting.
Yeah,
You're in the
all I need to
club.
learn is calligraphy and I'll be ready.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, sleeping is so important. Oh,
I
by
would
the way,
agree.
is the pressure comfortable?
Pressure's fantastic.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah,
You
no,
won't-
I
you
will.
won't- You will not hurt my feelings.
Oh, okay. I will. I will definitely let you
A
know.
lot of people they won't say anything because they're afraid of hurting the therapist's feelings.
Yeah.
And they're all black and blue, just bruised. They're like, I didn't want to say anything. You're like, why would you put up with that? It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's your body, your massage.
I think my ego, when I've had a massage that was too rough, is my ego was like, I ain't gonna let this lady break me. And it's always been a woman. It's never been a dude. It's always been
Oh,
a
so
woman.
I'm your first?
Huh?
I'm your first male therapist?
No. I've had my first male therapist. I've had several now. My first male therapist. That's a funny story. I was dating a young lady. She's not that bad. She's in Atlanta, and I was living in Chicago. We were dating long distance, and she gets me a massage for my birthday. I'm in Atlanta, and she gets the massage for like 5 p.m. So it's the last massage of the day.
Yeah.
And we get to the spa,
Yeah.
and the guy's like, okay, ready for the massage? And he says, oh, I say, okay, is it a male or a female? And the guy says male. And I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? And he was like, is that a problem? So I got my girlfriend at the time is looking at me, and she's already spent the money on the massage.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, if I say there's not another woman there, so if I say no, she just pretty much lost this money.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna let my homophobia
You're a
cost you
gentleman.
$300. But
Right.
it's probably, I wasn't even probably, it's definitely 10 years ago. Maybe more than that, 2007, 8, 9, I don't know.
Right.
And so it wasn't great. And so remember, just before we even started this, you're like, you can disrobe until your level of comfort. That's what he said to me. And I was like, all right. And I put on like a turtleneck and like
A wetsuit.
oh, right, a wetsuit, a ski uniform. You come back, you're like, where are you getting all these clothes? I was like, this is my level of comfort. And then what I thought was hilarious, and I'm joking, I had regular.
You had a gun.
Yeah. But he was and maybe it's in my head, but he was definitely African. He was definitely African. And he was a big African, like Adebisi from remember that show Oz? That used to be on HBO?
Course, yeah.
He was a big, and I was like, Lord have mercy. And so I just remember he kept saying to me, how's the pressure? And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I think I made it through like 25 minutes, and I was like, man, let's just put our clothes on and talk for the day.
I'm going to have you roll over carefully.
Okay, which way am I rolling? To my
Either or.
Either or,
Yeah, as long
okay.
as you don't fall off.
Okay, no problem.
And then scoot into that face cradle.
Got you. What do I do with the microphone? Oh, right here.
Oh, that's a great idea. We've never done that before. Yeah? Put that, we're moving into the...
Perfect.
Putting the camera underneath the face cradle to get the shot.
Boom, okay.
It's a good shot.
But that was my first,
Yeah. Here, let me put
Yeah.
the bolster under your ankle.
okay.
This will help with your lower back. And then I'm going to put this camera. And then rest your arms alongside your waist underneath the
Okay.
sheet. How do I clamp this? How do I do this?
Oh, it's because I put the microphone there. That's why he probably doesn't have it. Yeah.
What?
So you'd have to move the microphone here, and then you could probably do it now.
Oh. How do I do this? Frank, can you get in here? I'm just a therapist. I just rub people. Yeah, I just rub people. Rest your arm alongside your waist.
Okay.
There you go. That'll open up your traps.
Got you. The traps were saying they needed to be open. They were like, man, look, I wish you would open us up.
I have to go by my name Christopher in the spa industry because since it's a female-run industry, if I go by Chris, they'll assume
That you're a woman.
right.
Yeah.
You should see when I go out to the lounge or the waiting room, and I'm like, "Hi, are you ready for your?" And they just break down. Oh, you're a man.
And is that normally a woman or a man breaking down?
Either or.
Really?
I don't know. I'm like, it's fine if you're not comfortable. I'm not going to make you do anything.
Yeah.
There's nobody else available, so
you've
it's up
lost.
to you.
Yeah.
But I promise you can disrobe to your comfort level. You can be fully clothed. I don't care. As long as you're comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Right.
I'm not going to do anything you don't feel comfortable with.
And what spa do you work out of?
Well, I can't say where I work now.
Oh, that's right.
I can't
Okay.
say where,
Gotcha.
but I've worked in many places.
Gotcha.
I've done mobile massage at homes
Okay.
or private clientele
Yeah.
or spas to chiropractic office, and I've been around the block.
Got you.
Yeah, massage. Yeah, and I like helping people. The only thing is with massage versus stand-up is I'm only helping one person at a time. So hopefully with this I can bring the two together.
Yeah. I got you.
All right. Now, when you ride your bike to the gym, do you wear spandex outfits?
No.
No, you're not one of those road bike people?
No, because I'm still working out at the gym, and I don't want to. I'm not that serious.
You wear a helmet?
Definitely wear a helmet because it's 5 in the morning, so it's dark. Yeah.
Right.
And I do have I probably look like a dork. I do have a light on top of the helmet that blinks so I don't get
Good.
run over.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not afraid because I don't want to bring that in, but I'm definitely conscious of,
You're respectful.
yeah, like
People
it's
are on
morning.
their phone. They might not even see you.
Heck yeah, and it's morning, right? So
Right.
I'm not super awake, drinking coffee, whatever they're doing, putting on makeup, whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then after your workout, you ride back.
Ride back, yeah.
cool.
That really feels good when you ride back after.
Have you ever done a deprivation tank?
No, what's
If you
that?
like meditating,
Yeah.
Amy and I for over a year,
What? Talk
every
to me
month.
about it. Yeah.
We have to talk about that one experience that I had.
Okay.
I never forgot it.
Tell me. I want to
Well,
hear.
a deprivation tank is
Okay.
forced meditation.
Okay.
So, like when I meditate, like the cat wants to climb on my lap, or I'll hear something, or my back starts hurting, or my legs go numb, or something. So, a deprivation tank is where you go to a facility,
Okay.
and you'll go into your treatment room, and you'll lock the door and disrobe and take a shower, and then you climb into like a giant tank or a tomb.
Okay.
Tomb light, or like a giant coffin, if you want to make. I'm
Wow.
just trying to paint the visual.
Yeah. So okay.
And you lay on your back. You lay on your back on 10 inches of Epsom salt water that has 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt.
Wow.
So the salt makes you very buoyant.
Right. It's holding you up. Gotcha.
Yeah,
You're
and so
floating.
you're
in it.
laying on top of this water, and I like to close the hatch and turn off all the lights. I don't want any light. I don't want any sound. And I lay on my back, and my ears are underwater, and it's pitch black. Can't see anything. Can't hear anything. And then the water is the same temperature as the air, so then you can't feel anything. And so if you can't feel, see, hear anything, and
like being-
the only
yeah.
thing I can hear is maybe my heartbeat, or my breath.
Right.
And you're in there for 90 minutes. You
Whoa,
can get out. You can
90
get out,
minutes.
Yeah, you can get out at any time though.
Okay.
But I like to stay in there, and then if everything's stripped away, all that's left is your subconscious.
Oh my God.
And your brain's not used to that, so it starts producing sometimes audio hallucinations
Whoa.
to make up the difference from nothing.
Really?
Yeah, it takes practice.
So you're, in other words, you're saying is your first one you didn't do 90 minutes.
No, I did.
You did.
But I'm like, I'm trying to get comfortable. I've never had this like this before, and
And you didn't fall asleep?
sometimes it matters on like your lifestyle.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll fall asleep. Sometimes, you know, your stomach's gurgling,
Yeah.
or you're like, I'm getting distracted. But there were times where I was in there, and all of a sudden, I'm laying there on my back, and it's pitch black, and can't hear anything, and my ears are underwater too. And all of a sudden, I hear like,
Whoa.
like a cough. I'm like, hello?
What the fuck was
And
that?
nothing's there, and then I'll hear like, Chris, like out of nowhere.
What?
And you're like tripping, and it's
And
your
you
brain.
think it's your
brain
brain.
is messing with you, like trying to like,
Get you to get up.
or something. It doesn't know what to do.
What?
Yeah, but you'll learn a lot. Sometimes I would be in there, and maybe an hour goes by, and I'll have this revelation thought, and I'll get out and start writing.
Oh wow.
But it's a trip.
So two questions, and then Amy, if you're up to it, I would love to hear your experience because you said it was something crazy. But my two questions: where do you do this? Is it in Temecula? And then how much does it cost?
Okay, so the first one is we used to. Recently, it closed
Okay.
because the owners of the buildings jacked the rent up. But it was the float experience on Overland.
Okay.
Over by Costco, and
Yeah.
we would go. Yeah, Matt, the owner, is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a wonderful place, but that's where we would go, and it would cost roughly the cost of a massage. Like
Okay.
I would pay $75 a month, and every additional massage was $50, or every additional float was $50.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Amy would get one, and I would get one.
Whoa.
We'd go once a month.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you should look into those. They're
Yes.
fun. It's cool.
And the first time you did it, was there fear?
You can leave the hatch open. You can
Okay.
get out at any time. You
Okay.
can leave the lights on. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm not claustrophobic.
Okay. Okay.
I had no problem, and I wanted to see what my brain could do.
Mm.
But yeah, I learned a lot about myself, and yeah, it's very comfortable.
And it's called deprivation.
Deprivation tanks or float
Tanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. You should try it.
Wow. I will definitely try it. So,
Yeah.
Amy, what happened in your experience, if you care to share?
I do care to share because
Okay.
it was such an experience where it was almost like, we talk about spirituality and kind of getting to that next level of, consciousness. and
Yeah.
what have you. So, I remember being in there, and there's times where you think you're sleeping, but it's like this in between, almost like purgatory or something.
Mm.
There are times where, you're fidgeting, you're trying to get comfortable, and then there's other times where you feel like you're sleeping, but it's almost like you're in this other world.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, that last time, was unforgettable. And I even had to tell Matt about it, and he was just like, whoa. And this is coming from a guy that floats all the time.
Right.
Like, he gets there. He gets to the zone. And so I remember being sometimes you're so comfortable, it feels like you are on clouds.
Mm.
Your body is just not even a body. You're a mind. You're almost like only a mind. Or a soul or whatever.
Mm.
And I know I'm kind of going into like this dramatic detail, but it kind of does feel like that. And it's hard to explain. But so this time I was like, oh my God, like I get chills just thinking about it. Life. I was in. Okay, imagine space.
Yep.
Black, pitch black, and then everywhere are like these TVs, right? Like old school TVs, and every there was like dozens, hundreds, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're all on, and every one of them was different. One was in black and white. One was a cartoon. One was like Married with Children. One was like so I don't know if it was just because of my background and like my dad loving movies and I love movies and acting and blah blah blah. But every single one of them you can go into if you wanted to.
Wow.
It was your choice. If you wanted to go into the Picasso blue era, or if you wanted to go into Married with Children or Simpsons era. It was that, and I describe it like that because some of them, I remember one of them was a cartoon. I was like, oh my God, this is weird. But it was like I can see, I had a choice. I could go into any one I wanted.
Yeah.
And live that life.
Wow.
Fucking crazy. Never will forget it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, which one did you choose? Which one did you go into?
I woke up first.
Oh, you woke up first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even know how I woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the time where Matt was trying to get me out and I never got out?
Yeah. No, there was a time where I was worried that Amy, normally the music kicks on and lets the person know they need to get out.
Okay.
And the music came on, and then he turned the music up,
Mm.
and I started getting worried. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, the music's loud in there.
Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking like,
Is
did
she
Amy
okay?
die?
Yeah.
Like, is she gonna be the one that drowned in 10 inches
Oh,
of water?
shit,
Like,
yeah.
what's happening? And thankfully, she came out.
Yeah.
But
And when you say like hundreds of TVs, was it like that scene in The Matrix?
yeah,
Like that
Matrix, the third one.
Yeah.
With the architect.
I think that's the second one. Well,
Second
it's
one,
both. The
Reload.
second and
Yeah, it was
yeah,
Reload, you're
yeah.
right.
Remember that.
It's
Yeah.
such a good scene, but he's got all these little TV screens, and they're all different stuff.
But
and
they're all the same Neo, but
yeah,
different
they're all Neo.
universes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember that, but why did I think something like that? How tricky.
Yeah.
So am I not
There's
the only
truth
one that
to
never
it then,
thought of that
maybe.
before?
Yeah.
Does that even exist?
Yeah.
That's
Maybe there is a
amazing.
place with all the TVs. I don't know. Yeah. You should try it.
Yeah,
fun.
I'm definitely gonna try. That's something I will definitely try. I was just finished reading a book called doesn't matter. But anyway, in the book he's talking about because it's a long title and blah blah blah. But he talks about reaching a level of enlightenment is you have to have a death experience, and he says I'm talking about a death of the ego, a death of the selfish separate self not a physical death. And he has to say that because people are going try to get close to a death experience and try to kill themselves. And so,
you're good.
but he said something very similar to what Amy said. I think it was you, Chris. He said, you get in there and there's nothing, right? So you can't feel the water, you can't feel anything, and none of your senses are working, and so then therefore it's just you. It's just the soul that's left. I'm not doing a great job of explaining it, but it sounds very similar to how you.
Probably the same thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I'm sorry, but letting go of that ego, like
Mm-hmm.
we don't even realize how much the ego takes over our minds and our whatever we do.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up.
So what do you do now that one, Matt, has closed? Is there another one that you guys recommend?
We have not found one that that's
Yeah.
convenient for us.
Okay.
We haven't found one within town or.
Okay, so there's not a deprivation
I think there
therapy
are,
in
like,
Temecula.
There was one.
There's a spa that just recently opened
Uh-huh.
that supposedly they do it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No, any of those, I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
We went to a place one time. It was called Frost and Float in
Okay.
Murrieta,
Okay.
and it had cryotherapy tank.
Oh, I had a
And-
get migraine.
Yeah. And they had a float, but it was so active in there. They had too much stuff, like too
Oh.
much
And they were playing
stimuli.
country, like,
Yeah, they were playing
why?
country
It doesn't make
music.
sense.
Oh.
While I'm in the cryo tank. Have you ever
Oh.
done cryotherapy?
No, that's just super cold.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
chance.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was my birthday, and I
Oh.
was like, I did, at the time I had a really bad headache, and I was thinking, oh, the cold will help.
Right.
And no, it just pushed all the blood into my head.
Oh man.
I was about to explode, and I'm trapped in this, and it's only for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's negative 300 degrees.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to wear like these rubber boots
Holy.
and underwear and gloves.
So that you don't get frostbite.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, apparently a lot of fighters do it, and
Yeah.
it's good for
Healing.
healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a float there, but there was too much going on. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, I need something relaxing.
Yeah. And will your buddy Matt, is he gonna open up another spot sometime
No,
soon?
what he's doing is he made a bunch of those Sprinter vans into like little camper, like you can make a studio in your Sprinter van.
Uh-huh.
So that's what he's doing. He's making like little mobile homes and Sprinter vans.
Okay. And sells them to people?
Yeah, like
Wow.
customs.
He's
Wow.
like the happiest, sweetest guy in the whole world.
Nice. Mm.
Yeah. Well, how's this so far? We're doing okay?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Did you have back surgery?
Yes I did. How'd you
Yeah?
know that?
You have a scar.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I did have back surgery. This
How
is
long ago?
interesting. Let's see, 2000. So it must have been 2019.
That was
Must have been 2019,
close.
yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
I,
something you should tell me before the massage starts.
yeah, you're right. It's not that I'm hiding it. I totally forgot until you said it. I forgot.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is why I'm gonna tell you behind it, which is really cool. And so 2019, I think, I don't know if I heard it or aggravated it playing basketball. I don't know if I heard it or aggravated it lifting weights. I don't know. But either way, I had a herniated disc, and that was the most pain I'd ever been in. But I take that back. It wasn't the most pain because it wasn't like on a scale of 1 to 10. It wasn't a pain of a 10, but it was a pain of a 5 all the fucking time.
Right.
And there was no way I could lay. There was no way I could sit. I mean, it was hurting all the time. And I'm not, not that I think anything's wrong with it, but I'm not big into partaking of weed.
Uh-huh.
And I would have to do edibles just to sleep.
Right.
Just to sleep, I had to do edibles. And so this went on.
yeah, you were
probably-
having chronic pain.
I was in chronic pain.
Yeah.
What goes on for like,
I got you.
I don't know, probably 5 months, and then I finally said, okay, something's going on. I got to go see a doctor. Go see a doctor, and we tried different things because and in fairness to him, he didn't want to do surgery. He was like, well, let's try this. So we tried the cortisone shots. We tried these other kind of PRP shots. tried physical therapy, tried all this stuff, and it didn't work. So I remember going to the Bahamas. I go to the Bahamas every year to perform, and I remember the Bahamas was miserable because I was in so much pain.
Aw,
And literally,
that's
I'd have to just be on edibles just to get through the show. Then I'd go back to the room and just be on the bed.
damn.
Blah blah. So come back, and I'm like, all right, I got to do something. I got to have surgery. Go have surgery, and surgery was in June. Well, yeah, because the Bahamas was in May, so the surgery was in June. And I would say like June goes fine, July comes around, fine, and then August comes around and it comes back with a vengeance. And I'm
After
like,
the surgery?
after the surgery.
That's terrible.
Exactly. And this is the point of the story that I'll tell everybody. Hopefully they can understand my muffled conversation.
They can understand you. Yeah.
A friend of mine, not intimate with, just a regular friend, and she's like, oh, you got to try this book. It's called How to Heal Back Pain by, I forget his name, Dr. Sardo, S-A-R-D-O. And I read the book, and the book is all about pent-up anger, pent-up rage sits in your lower back.
I totally believe that shit.
Oh, you and me both. And so I read the book, and he talks about just the awareness of understanding what it is. I was upset with my ex. I was upset because I was having to fight for custody. I was upset and blah, blah, blah. And then releasing that anger. I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days after finishing the book, my back pain magically went away.
Wow.
I have never had back pain since.
Yeah.
That's why I said I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, oh, I'm good. I was going to have a second surgery. I was in, I was in physical therapy, and my physical therapist was super cool. I called him I said, I'm good. What do you mean you're good? I'm healed. What happened? And I told her about the book. I was like, I'm telling you, tell everybody that you come in contact with. And so I've bought and recommended that book for at least 10 people. Anytime somebody tells me that back pain,
Send me. I'm a huge, I don't know if you know, but Joe Dispenza.
yeah, Dr. Joe, that's my meditation in the morning. That's my meditation, 26 minutes, yes.
That's my meditation. So I read The Habit of Breaking Your
Yeah, habit of breaking your habit. No, how to, the white book, it's a white book with blue letter. I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah. Breaking the habit of being yourself.
I love that book so much, and I would say, like, I love that book so much, I would read it slow.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Oh, I love him so much, and yes, I was doing I'm on, week 1 of doing his meditation.
Yeah.
I kind of skipped a couple days, so I kind of like extended the week.
Yes.
But we do. Oh my God, we're so busy, so it's like we definitely try to do our personal time.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation being one, and yeah, I'm in love with him.
Yeah, Dr. Joe is he's
Sorry,
phenomenal.
Chris. What does that mean? Am I supposed to? Who is this guy? I want to meet him now.
I'm leaving you.
Yeah. Joe Dispenza.
Yeah, he has those which are expensive as hell now, but he has those retreats, right? You go to and you're doing these meditations, but he healed himself. He got hit. He was on his way somewhere on a bike. This is 25 years ago. On a bike, got hit by a car, and was in super, super bad off shape. Healed himself, through meditation and mind control, and figured out how to heal himself. And then ever since then, he's been doing this kind of work, and it's just amazing.
And he's like a neuroscientist.
Yeah.
He's a chiropractor, which he still has his practice, which I think is kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
But I'm just absolutely in love with him, and I totally agree with and open to everything that he talks about with the mind, that you can control. You can change your genetics, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Like you can have you're gonna get diabetes because your mom has it.
Right.
You can change that.
You can change it. Yeah.
Absolutely, your mind is more powerful than you think it is.
I would agree. Which is, we were, all of us were speaking earlier about the guy. What's his name? Frank Adam what?
Wes?
I know, that's right. Adam, what's he do?
The one that you were talking about that we were all talking about. Maybe it's not Adam. Something. The guy that is marketing to douchebag frat guys.
I just forgot his name.
Aaron? No,
Aaron.
Adam? No,
It
it
starts
was.
with an A.
I thought it was Adam something.
No, it's.
We were all talking
He's
about
bald,
him. Yeah.
has like a goatee or something.
But we were saying, pretty much we were saying is, if he's getting these people to believe it, even if it's a placebo pill, it works. And that's what Joe's just talks about the power of the mind, and it's the most powerful thing.
And
So.
what's his other book called? The Placebo Effect.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
So, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I have several, but he has the morning, and those you can get on iTunes, but he has the morning meditation, the evening meditation, but then he has another one which is really good. I don't have a ton of time to do it, but it's the hour and 15-minute one.
Oh,
I have a question. Could I, let's say I had my AirPods in, could I use my AirPods in a deprivation tank?
No. Unless they're waterproof.
Unless they're
But
waterproof.
you
But it
could.
defeats the purpose.
No, what you could do
Okay.
is the float experience. They play music. You could have them play it for you.
They could play it for me. There we
You
go.
could do that.
Because he has an hour and 15-minute one, and that is super freak, super trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy's name was Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Yeah, we knew it was an A. All of us had it. Yeah. Andrew Tate. Perfect.
Now your lower back muscles run and attach here in the glutes.
Okay.
And there's more layers of muscle in the glutes than anywhere else in the body.
Really?
So when I work this out, this will help relieve pressure in the lower back.
Gotcha.
So yeah, people are like, "Don't touch my butt." I'm like, "I'm not touching your butt." Like, there's a huge difference between touching and massaging.
Yeah, what people are you massaging that are not used to a massage?
A lot of people.
Really?
A lot of people get gift cards.
Oh,
They never
that
had
makes
a massage
sense.
before, and
That
so
makes sense.
then
Okay.
I show up with my look and the way I am, and they're like,
Don't touch
"What
my
is
butt.
going on?"
These
But
people are NPCs.
What's an NPC?
Non-player character.
Non-player character.
fillers. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
is
hold on. I'm snagged on the cable. Hold on. There we go. I almost pulled a light on you. There you go. All right, sir. You're all finished.
all done. Okay.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we're going to step out, let you get dressed,
Perfect.
and then we'll sit down and start eating.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
How do you feel after the massage? I mean, that's a weird massage with lights and no
Yeah.
music and and we're talking the whole time.
Yeah, the massage was fantastic. So
Okay.
thank you. That's A. The massage was fantastic. I think you have to get used to, at least I have to get used to, not or talking through the massage because I'm
Right.
used to not talking.
Yeah.
Right, and just taking it in and doing that. But once we got past that and the lights,
Yeah.
it's kind of like porn. You know, once you get used to the lights and stuff for a while.
Pretend no one's there.
Just pretend no one's there. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
In a way, I guess it's like gay porn, isn't it? Two guys.
Well, I wasn't talking about the actual. I was talking about the environment of the lights. But yes, I guess technically it would be gay porn. But it was good, man. I appreciate it.
You
It
were
was
able
fantastic.
to relax,
Yeah.
and like the CBD and like you'll have to
price is
message us
really
and
good.
let us know how you feel after.
Yeah.
Because of the CBD. It's
Because
really
of the CBD.
And the massage too.
Yeah. And I remember we talked about it and I said in my
shoulder?
shoulders. So it'll be interesting to see how that feels.
Yeah.
Last couple weeks at night, it really starts to, it
Okay.
gets inflamed and it'll wake me up.
All right.
And so it'll be cool to see if I sleep through the night. We talked about sleep so much during the
Yeah,
massage. It'll be
that's right.
interesting to know how
Yeah.
that sleep goes.
Maybe tonight will be the night you have a real lucid dream.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. We'll be able to control stuff in there.
Now, after a good massage, you need to have good food.
Yes.
To like replenish your body Amy's made an amazing dish right here. I mean, even look at the presentation.
I would agree.
So nice. Amy, would you tell us what this is?
Yeah, Amy, what is this bullshit?
I feel like I'm getting like Chris is this. Can you just focus, Amy, on what you've presented us here to put in our mouth to masticate and then insert into your gut. Awkward. So no, the fermented rice that I mentioned earlier. I've never done this before, so
It's gonna be good.
You soak it overnight with some acid. It could be like not real acid.
Okay.
It could be like lemon juice or apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
So you soak it, you kind of do your thing with the rice and cook it as normal. And then the lentils are kind of like a thing I enjoy doing because I think lentils are like they're like a power food in my opinion. Lots of protein, makes you full, lots of fiber, so you want to drink a lot of water if you're not used to eating fiber. And then, of course, I've just made it more like a curry. So it's not like super thick, it's just more like lentils and some nice greens. Hopefully it goes together.
Okay.
Nice.
And then tell us about the spread
yes.
right here.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. So with lentils, like I really enjoy having some fresh lemon.
Okay.
Just a little bit, so I cut them small.
So we
you
just
just get like a little serving.
Spray it on the top.
Yeah, anywhere, everywhere.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of green onion. I put it on everything
Okay.
all the time. And then we have some sourdough bread,
Nice.
so buttered, garlicked
Okay.
already, but there's some extra butter, Mayoko, the best butter, no oil.
Nice. Okay.
No oil. And then this is just like pure garlic, little lemon. This
really?
stuff is amazing.
Garlic is-
Spread this.
Majestic garlic, pure
Okay.
happiness. So yeah, put more
Oh.
on.
There we-
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I know. I'm not eating
I was
yet.
getting
I'm
ready to
just
eat it.
prepping,
Yeah. Mo, I was getting ready to jump in
Yeah.
because you did such a great job
Yeah.
prepping.
Yeah, this is
But I
good.
know you were gonna do something.
Yeah, I was. I wanted to try something new where we're gonna bring prayer back to the dinner table,
Boom.
but with a singing bowl. Now, Trenton, you were mentioning with your lower back. I figured it's Sunday. Let's do a root chakra singing bowl. And my theory on this is, if I do a good singing bowl session, the food and our body and our cells and everything will be on the same vibration, so it'll help with digestion. And it's bringing one to the dinner table, and we're all
Bringing us
in
together.
sync.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna
Love it.
do this for 10 seconds. I just ring it. Oh,
Feel that?
I think we're
That was
ready
nice.
to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's dig in.
Down
That
in
was
your
really
root
good.
Brain
chakra.
massage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like it just, you know.
That's a thing.
Brain.
So now we can start eating.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this turned out, honestly.
Yeah. So Trenton, where can we catch you?
Where can we catch
yeah,
Trenton?
I mean you're all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
You're like on planes.
Depends on what we really. I would have to know. You're on planes and stuff. I would have to know when this is airing to then be able to understand where people can see me. But
I'd say
I'm gonna say further out. Right? I'm gonna say October. I think I'm back at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas.
whoa.
November, I'm at Laughs in Sacramento. And January, I am the feature comedian on the Soul Train cruise, which will be fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's January, whatever, the end of January.
That's awesome.
Those are the ones.
Those are big ones.
Yeah, those are the big ones, yeah.
I've never done a cruise ship. That'd be fun. Soul cruise.
You know,
I
Rocky's
expect
doing
this
them
to-
now.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of them.
Right.
Rocky Osborne.
Rocky Osborne. And God bless you. I think, we've all talked about this today. of so much of success. A is personal, your level of success, and then being timing where you are in your life. So Rocky's children are grown, and so being away 20 days, 30 days out of a month is that's cool. My daughter is 10, and so that same opportunity wouldn't be success for me because I don't want to be away from my daughter that much. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's very important that we all understand our level of success and what we want success to look like for us, right? So that we can manifest it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, a cruise ship would be cool if it's the right time,
Yeah.
is my point. Yeah.
I'm a little like cruise ships. I've never been on a cruise ship
Ever.
and I can't imagine like you're doing your set and then the room just starts tilting.
No, the boat's so big you don't feel it.
If water's rough enough, I don't know if I've seen footage of like couches and like things are sliding and people are screaming.
Well, then they've canceled the show. If it's that bad.
I think it'd be good crowd work though if you're you're just there goes ma'am in the front, like hold on to your seat. That's you're gonna spill like she just went out the window. Okay.
Yeah.
She was drunk.
Yeah.
That could be
That could
entertaining.
that could save a show if there's some crazy lady in the front row who wants
definitely.
to like come up on stage and take the mic. All of a sudden,
A big
the
wave
universe
It's
steps
scoping
in
out.
and the whole ship's and she just goes sailing.
Out the window. I
be
would
great.
appreciate God even more if that happened, just once or twice per
Yeah.
year.
That'd be cool. Yeah. No,
Speaking
have you
of-
ever done a cruise ship?
Yeah, well, I've done Soul Train cruise before.
Okay.
That's the only cruise ship I've done. Because you have to go, like we were talking about with a system. With a cruise, you get booked by not the cruise itself, but by their, whoever they've contracted out to do their entertainment. And so when you do a cruise, normally, especially after you've been successful at one or two, you don't do one, you do 20. You know what I'm saying? And so there's not a ton of people that are only booking 3 cruises.
Right.
If you're booking one, you're booking 15 or 20,
Cool.
And that's great, right? But
Yeah.
it's not necessarily where it gets real old real quick.
Are all the
Yeah.
cruises out of Florida?
No.
Like Long Beach?
Long Beach, San Diego, the Washington State area, go on an Alaskan cruise. The key, if anybody wants to do them, is have 3 different sets, 30 minutes apiece, they don't have to be long. And of those 3 different sets, one needs to be squeaky clean, like 5-year-olds in the audience.
Wow.
If you can pull that off.
But
and
they're all adults.
Some are.
Some will be kids.
Oh, there's kids in the
Oh, yeah,
audience.
it's a
Okay.
cruise. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
So Rocky, not to tell his set, but like he does the magic shit and so he'll do that. And it's entertaining as fuck. It's good, And so, yeah, he'll do that for the kid one. And then for the adult one, you can be as raunchy as you want. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Cool. All right. And where can we find you online? Like,
Me online, everything. I made this super easy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 6 years ago, I got smart on the marketing side. So everything is uniform. Everything is Trenton Comedy. Doesn't matter where you go. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you just type Trenton Comedy, all one word, that's the easiest place to find me. Yeah.
I have to
That's smart.
huge respect and love for your profile pictures. Your head. You have the most amazing. Like sometimes they'll say Trenton's on a show, and his profile picture or the shot. Who's taking these photos?
Shout out to Frankie Lil Photography. He's actually the photographer at the Laugh Factory and lives in Fresno. Drives down every fucking week. Frankie is, I don't know what he's doing. But
Those pictures.
he did
are-
those pictures, those shots, and he's fantastic. This is I want to go to a space though that brings back what we were talking about. So earlier when we first started, we said, I'm ready to not have my day job. I want to switch and just be doing this full time.
Right.
90% of my marketing and blah 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 is paid for by the day job. We have to shift that. Joe Dispenza would shift the mindset of not what I don't want, but grateful for what I have.
Right.
Super, super grateful, right? Start that day with, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this job.
Yeah.
And it just multiplies it. But the job allows me to spend, let's just call it, I would say it was $1,000 trip to get to Frankie because I had to go to Fresno.
Right.
I flew, so that's $250, $300.
Yeah.
Night in a hotel, another $150, $200.
Right.
One day in a rental car, another $100.
Yeah.
Then after I've done all that, now I got to pay Frankie.
Right.
Right? But for a day job, most people can't do that.
Right.
And so rather than the day job being us looking at it as a ball and chain, but
Yeah.
look at it as a blessing, like, oh, I'm one of the few that can keep a day job, that has a stage.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm trying to shift my mindset because I wanted to quit for so long, and now with the new job, I'm trying to shift it and be like super grateful and
Yeah.
see how that takes me.
Yeah, it takes what is it? It takes just as much energy to be negative as it is to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
Or to put a positive spin on something negative. It takes just as much energy.
I would
So
agree.
it's like you may as well just go the better route, for lack of better words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to be negative. I think our mind,
It's below
our
zero.
self-talk, yeah,
Yeah.
our ego, our separate selfish self, it's easier. Well, we talked about it with the Kanye thing. It's easier to believe I ain't shit, I'm a nigga, than it is to believe I am a god.
Right.
Yeah.
Easier to believe that first one, right? And so, but I agree with you. I think we have to start thinking positive, and our self-talk has to be positive. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Affirmations. Do you do the 369 affirmations?
What's
or-
that? Mm-mm.
Oh, I should look into that.
What are they?
So 369 is supposed to be like this, and I haven't looked into it too much. What
It's
I
not
do
a Tool
know,
song?
Yeah, but 369. Okay,
It's a who song?
Tool
Like
band Tool.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. My bad.
Like you do these affirmations. Some people take it as doing affirmations. So you have, I don't know, let's just say even just one affirmation, 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times later. Or you can use that whole number theory, writing 3, 6, 9, or combination. So, and then they have these books out too, the 369 books, where they're like exercise books. Where all your affirmations, what do you really want, and then you use their workbook
Template,
system.
yeah.
Their template.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use 369.
But you have a system.
I have a
which is
system.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a system. This is fantastic. By the way.
I like it.
Great job.
Thank you. The rice is pretty cool.
I think let's talk about
Fermented rice.
what are your thoughts. You created which I appreciate. I try to do at least one, maybe 2 a week. But you created a meatless dinner.
Yeah.
What? So
It's
are
hearty.
Are you vegetarian?
Well,
Are you vegan?
yeah, we don't. Yeah. Yes, I am vegan.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I am
Yeah.
as well.
You don't have a choice if your wife is vegan. That's what that means.
It's a
You're
team
wrong.
effort. Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah.
We like hearty meals that are filling and do the science. It's going to do the job. So.
There's you cook with spices. You cook with Sometimes I use I have this big thing of walnuts, these organic walnuts. I love Anthony's. Anthony's is amazing. It's a company that does all organic. And you can get anything. It doesn't even have to be vegan, but from chia seeds to garbanzo. I mean, they have everything. Any sourceful, good foods. Sugars and whatevers. God, what the hell was I saying?
Anthony's?
Yeah. Oh,
And
sometimes
walnuts?
I'll use walnuts as
Okay.
actual meat.
Mhm.
So ground meat, right? With spices, with some walnuts in. It's super heavy. So good for you. Walnuts are good for your mind, good for your brain and functionality. And then that's kind of what I do is try and I think of the foods that we eat, and we're not. Trust me, we're not freaking perfect. Yesterday we had Impossible nuggets for dinner. So we're not perfect, but I do try, especially with the podcast. I want to open people's minds up to. There's so much good food out there, and it really doesn't take that long.
Yes.
And you can totally be healthy, and you can reverse diabetes, and you can maybe not type 1 because obviously that they don't make insulin, but type 2 diabetes, which is on a rampage. Heart disease, which is completely taking over people's lives. High blood pressure. I'm seeing these 20-year-olds with this high blood pressure. I'm your body mass index is like super high, like, and it's not. Anyway, it's a vast topic, and so I don't want to put like labels or anything on anyone. Everyone has their own situation. Everybody's body is totally different, but food is kind of the same in that, right? Where food is medicine. So when you cook well, you eat well, you're well.
Yeah.
You want to be well here. When you're well here, you're well everywhere. Right, and that's its own little journey. So.
Yeah. As long as
I would agree.
It tastes good
So
too.
lentils are wonderful.
Yes.
I'm actually gluten sensitive. So that's why I'm not eating the bread, but I wanted it so bad.
I'm sorry, because the bread is so good.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
she enjoys watching.
Now that I know you can't eat any.
Honestly, it brings me joy that everyone else likes it. Truly.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking sucks, man. Like I'll start breaking out in hives. Like I get really raw, kind of itchy.
Have you Joe Dispenza that yet?
No.
Have you mentally been like, I'm gonna break
still
this.
working on
I'm gonna
this
beat
shit.
this. I'm gonna beat this shit with my mind.
I'm working on it because getting into his meditations, I find myself, yes, it feels like sometimes I'm in the float tank. That one time where like I'm in purgatory, and then I even asked Chris, like, was I snoring? It just feels like I'm going to sleep when I'm, up like this, and no, you were snoring. Like I feel like I'm in this in between when I'm like I'm asleep, but I'm not. I know my brain is like thinking, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
A lot of clients will tell
I'm
me,
working on
they'll
it.
ask me, was I asleep? I think I started snoring. I'm like, you were out the whole time. Deep snoring, open mouth, drool on the floor. You were asleep.
That's me.
And they're like, really? I could, you were talking to me and I was like, it's a very weird place when you're in the in-between.
Yes,
It's
I
a
agree.
very strange place, but it's real. And
I would agree.
it's fascinating. There's times where you're thinking about something and then you start dreaming. That's a weird feeling too, and you snap out of it. But yeah, where can we find your work?
Well, okay. So I don't have any clients yet as far as like my nutrition background. I'm still, there's just so much going on.
Well, on social media.
Yeah.
Like,
Social media-wise.
Instagram.
Because I am an artist too. So I do have my work online under abyssicreveries.com. Also on Instagram, Abyssic Reveries. Yeah, that's where you can find me. Like my main gig kind of thing.
Okay.
Little artsy stuff. Yeah.
So I've gotten into a habit of asking this question, maybe not every day, but potentially every day, if I'm talking to someone new and I haven't had that conversation with them. So for you as in plural, both, I'm going to ask two questions. First one, because this is really cool, and I think it'll be your North Star, and it'll guide every decision that you make in life, post now forward. What is the form of service that you want to offer the world? And you're doing it. But when you answer that, answer it thoughtfully. You don't have to answer it now, but you're doing it, so it probably will be easy for both of you.
Right.
My suggestion is write that down. What is the form of service that I want to offer the world? Write down that answer somewhere and put it in the mirror.
Yeah.
And the second thing would be, was he asked, where can we find you? And you said, well, I'm not doing a ton right now. I don't have my client, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine.
You caught me. I love it.
I caught that, yeah. So then the comment would be, pick a time period, but when this becomes everything it is in your mind, what does that look like? Then I would answer, then I would say it and repeat it every time you have a client on your podcast.
Right.
So that every single one ends in exactly what you want this to look like. Like, thank you, 4 million viewers who are doing this right now. You know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all right, I'll stop talking and pause and let you answer those questions.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Not So Funny Podcast, KSF Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, and I mean that's a main source. We enjoy Instagram.
Okay.
YouTube, the full episodes of this will be on YouTube, but snippets will be on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Stories. And then you can catch myself on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Just type in CKT or CKTKC, my initials frontwards and backwards, to find me on social media to see where I'm performing. Every Monday night, I host at Solaris Brewery at 7 p.m., totally free show. I like that room because...
We have Masquerade Night.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
forget
and
that. Sorry.
every first Monday of the month is Masquerade Night. Where
What is that? What does that mean? You wear a mask?
All comics, employees, staff, everybody
Really?
wears a masquerade mask.
Mm.
If you bring your own, and people enjoy it the
dress
most,
up.
I give
Yeah.
$100 away to whoever has the best mask.
Mm.
It's got like a eyes wide shut kind of feel.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
sexy.
Yeah, and then the comics are like, it's hard to do stand up with a mask. It changes everything.
It
But
does?
it's I like to mix it up. We're working in a goth night at Solaris, which is going to be a lot of fun. It'll be on a Monday as usual, but once a month. And then catch me hosting at Shamrock Irish Pub and Eatery in Marietta at 8 p.m. every Tuesday night. And I always make sure that there's a different feature and a different headliner every show. And my job as the host is I have to do something different every single week. And I get involved with the audience. I bring a secondary mic, same at Solaris, go into the audience and keep them engaged. And we bring a big spotlight, and that's changes the focal point. No TVs are on.
At the Shamrocks, they cut the TVs
No
off.
TVs. No, the lighting's dim. That we put candles.
Even the ones over the bar.
Yeah, and no candles, or we put a candle,
Yeah,
tea light on every table.
Yeah.
Try to make it like a
Look at
comedy
you.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, and then Thursdays I pop in Riverside at the W at Worthington's in downtown. Work out some new material there to work out on Mondays, and then Sundays tonight at Adelaide. It's not my room, but I love performing there. Old Town Temecula, 8 p.m. Work it out there. But this is our dream, and we love what we're doing right here. And we
Nice.
thank you for being on our first episode.
Yeah, man.
Not
I
so
feel like
funny.
I learned so much today too.
You-
It's
I-
been a beautiful conversation.
I agree. Both. I feel reciprocal. I feel like I've learned a ton. I got a massage.
Yeah.
I absolutely love fantastic conversation with depth.
Oh, well,
Did I?
thank
Does that
you.
make sense?
Yeah.
So this is something that I would be proud to put out, right?
Oh,
That's the kind of
thank
stuff.
you. Yeah.
Because we've all done some stuff like, this shit does not hit
Right.
the light of that. This is one I'd be proud to put out.
Oh,
so
well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Trenton. Thank you, Frank. Thank you,
Frank,
Amy.
you're
Thank myself.
amazing.
Thank
Frank,
you, Amy, for the
for
food. It was
putting-
fantastic.
Very welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
Christopher,
all.
thank you for the massage.
You're welcome. I know it's a very different massage.
It
But,
is,
you know,
yeah.
It's under. It's a different, unique experience, a not so
Yeah.
funny massage. So.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Well, that's
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll see you next time.